and the Neue Nationalgalerie. Berlin is not really there. It's an idea. It's been a Prussian idea of a metropolis, a Nazi idea, an Allied idea, an East German communist idea, and more recently, a young people's idea. It's not a completed masterpiece, but a canvas on which different generations have painted. Its shortfalls are tangible. It is unloved by those who fail to understand it. Its draw is more ephemeral and harder to identify. But when you get Berlin, it seeps into your skin. When he was made an honorary citizen of Berlin, the German president, Frank-Walter Steinmeier, reminisced about doing his doctoral thesis there in 1989. A decade later, the removal vans brought his family's belongings from Bonn as Parliament was transferred. While the new government quarter was still being constructed, he spent the first year and a half in the office of the ousted East German leader Erich Honecker, with a view of the Palace of the Republic and Mongolian goatskin wallpaper in the dark hallway, improvising each day. He, like so many others down the ages, came to Berlin without understanding it. In a speech in October 2021, he ventured to suggest that he now did. Berlin has throughout its history been a place of longing for those who have found it too cramped elsewhere, who think more deeply, continue to research, reach higher, who want to change things or live differently, he said. The alien, the different, the new are not rejected or excluded. They are curiously and hungrily embraced and absorbed. This openness characterizes Berlin like almost no other city I know. That is why Berlin is a magnet for people from around the world. People know they can leave a mark, and from Slavs to Jews, Huguenots to Dutch, Russians to Turks, and now Afghans to Syrians, they have. Berlin is the destination of choice for people who want to make a new life for themselves. You can always find your niche in Berlin. Everyone, it seems, comes from somewhere else. Everyone, it seems, has a story to tell. This is an 800-year history, but an unconventional one. It is a dialogue between Berlin's past and present, following a broad chronology, identifying the commonalities between the different eras and linking them to the present day. For centuries, the world passed it by. Its geography and topography spell trouble. All around are sweeping plains exposed to the Siberian winds. The city seemed to have arrived from nowhere, with no connection to the great civilizations. The Romans civilized a number of places in Germania. Not Berlin. They didn't get this far. The city started late and continued late. It is still not complete. It has always been the upstart, the ingénu. It still doesn't quite know when it all began, but in Albert, a 12th century conquering count known as the Bear, Berlin has found a motif for all time. In an archive in the once dominant town of Brandenburg, a piece of parchment provides the first evidence of a settlement built on a swamp, dating back to 1237. Historians take that to mark the start of Berlin. They might as well, there's nothing more definitive. And so it became. Thanks to wars and division, however, much archaeological work remains undone. In recent years, Berlin has been catching up fast, excavating across the old centre in a determination better to understand its origins. Barely a month goes past without an announcement of a new find. It seems as if each building is contested, none more so than the place where in the 15th century a palace was built by a prince dubbed Iron Tooth. Local burghers, furious with this outsider taking over, opened the weirs, flooding the foundations. That building has lived many lives, most of them unhappy. It was torn down and rebuilt many times, a palace rarely beloved by kings. After the Second World War, it was replaced by a monument to socialism, and then demolished after reunification. The present building, the Humboldt Forum, has been the object of every possible insult.